bot. Let's see if my bot will actually post for me again. This is always fun. Ah, there he goes. What a good bot. Thank you, HR, for that. Good old HR, always having their employees' backs. Okay, well, shoot. I need to get a guide open. Cannot believe that we have got... Oh, that, yeah, that made my face a little lighter. Cannot believe that we are almost done with perfecting LA Noire already. Time just flies. We have 3 missions left, only 2 of which actually have star ratings. And House of Styx is our first one tonight. So, and then I will skip a polite invitation and go straight to Nicholson electroplating. And I will do a different kind of war, but that one, I'm kind of going to blaze through that a little bit. So, you know. This is... It feels like such a long time since I started replaying this, but also not at the same time. It's kind of weird. Feels like it's just... Time has flown by, but also taken forever in some ways. But that is how life works sometimes. I am an expert on life. Not actually.
Mr. Kelso?
Oh, yeah.
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
Actually just looked like Jack's book was inside out. I don't know. Deal with female client. Deal with it. Dear Miss Lichtman, pertaining to the matter of policy number 11901-659... Oh, thanks, Native Gamer. You're hosting me, man. Oh, and Christina's here. Hello. This is just a fantastic reunion. I was just reading this fantastic California Fire and Life memo here. We love memos. And we're back. Dear Miss Lichtman, pertaining to the matter of policy number 11901-659 and the sudden death of Mr. Louis Jan Buckwalter, period, I am writing to inform you that you have been named as sole beneficiary of Mr. Buckwalter's estate. Please find attached a settlement check for $20,000. The maximum payable amount in accordance with Clause 4A of the Life Care Disability and Accidental Death Policy which Mr. Buckwalter held. If you wish to dispute the settlement, you may contact our account management office by return mail or by phone during office hours. With condolences, Clarence W. Fleming. Native Gamer, hello, my friend. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it, man.
There's no need to come into the office, Ms. Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
Man, that Jack Kelso is such a nice guy.
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this
What
case.
do you mean?
I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Oh, now he's hooked.
Let me get the case file.
Mr. Kelso can't turn down a good foul play case. Alright, can I use this yet? Nope.
There's got to be more in these files.
Oh, that sounded like a thought, not something out loud. Okay, Normandy Avenue subdivision. There's something else I'm supposed to tap in here. Okay. While in the employ of Legion Fields Development, Louis Jan Buckwalter was killed when the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. On Tuesday, 28th January at approximately 8:30 in the morning, Mr. Buckwalter was ascending the roof structure of a property at the Normandy Avenue development when a fault in the ridge beam caused it to sag. Witnesses report that Mr. Buckwalter slipped and attempted to right himself by holding onto a ceiling rafter, but the rafter broke. Mr. Buckwalter fell approximately 23 feet to the ground. His falling weight caused several ceiling joists to snap, and these and these fell inward along with part of the prefabricated roof truss. 20K was a lot of money in those times. I'd be taking that money and investigating. Investigating on your own, you mean? Yes. 20K was enough to buy 2 houses, pretty much. An autopsy later revealed that Mr. Buckwalter's cranium was shattered. How joyous. Probably when he struck his head on one of the roof beams. He sustained significant internal injuries as a result of the falling timber and died of internal hemorrhage approximately 10 minutes after the initial roof collapse. That's a long time to be in pain, I would say, but I've never been in that situation. Independent testing of the ridge beam and roof truss had determined that faults in the timber were undetectable prior to installation. Witnesses report that Mr. Buckwalter was following all safety procedures. It is the opinion of this investigator that the death of Louis Jan Buckwalter constitutes a genuine and unavoidable industrial accident, and no fault can be ascribed? Yes, to Legion Fields Developments. The insurance benefits associated with this policy should be paid in full to the designated beneficiaries.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. Sorry for your loss.
Alright, was there anything else in here that... I mean, we don't need anything there, but... Can I tap this? No. Can I tap this? No. This right here. Aw, man. Okay. I can't. I think he does need that. Dude, it's March 27th. Well, not here, it's not.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
Yes. Oh, nice. How goes it? Starting Andromeda after dinner. I'm committed. That's what I like to hear. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm kind of excited for you. Andromeda is, in my opinion, the worst Mass Effect game ever made, but it is still worth playing. So I'm excited for you.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman.
A craftsman.
I don't believe
Craftsman.
he made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
Let me know how you enjoy Andromeda. I've heard a seesaw of opinions on that game. Did you hear mine, Christina? It's 1:50 a.m. here. My alarm goes off in 5 hours to go pick it up. Are you... Is that what you're not playing that tomorrow morning, are you?
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were
Correct, native gamer.
family
That's
friends.
my thought. The Mass Effect games were amazing, so even being the worst one doesn't mean it's not a good game. Agreed. Connection to Buckwalter.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
Ooh, tough
You
guy.
really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. You see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
Motive.
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
She does.
I'm intrigued. Miss
Playing it,
Lichtman.
yeah. Streaming, no. I want
really
to try
am.
and pre-record it.
You're going to have to give
But
me
isn't your
something
stream
to
like super early tomorrow?
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case?
Oh, yeah, Jack.
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
Sliding into those DMs.
Address. Not the phone number.
Oh. Oh, yeah. My subs want me to stream it, but I've always wanted to do some pre-recorded stuff on the channel, and with 2 weeks off work.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs.
Oh, I'll come talk to Mr. Benson.
Come on. I'll
That's
walk you up.
Wednesday. Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was your next stream, like your upcoming stream. I didn't realize you had said it was Wednesday. Alright, I can take it from here, lady. I know where his office is. It's this ginormous one over here. It's compensating. What for? Well, we're about to find out.
Mr. Benson? You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I
Oh,
noticed
yes,
Elsa
I'm
Lichtman
trying out a
in
new
the
putter.
lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
This is America,
Said,
Jack.
Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue
Hardly
Room
a lady.
in Hollywood.
Well, is she a
has a fine pair
sir?
of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a very highly
I'm
strung girl, Jack.
not for a
Strung out
while if I
might be a
do.
better way to put it.
I probably,
It's a pretty
if I do
generous
stream it,
thing,
yeah, I'm not gonna
Curtis.
stream it right
I
away.
think I should look into
Is
it.
there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job.
All right, Benson, this is where
Do
we
I
don't
have to
like
do
each other
everything?
anymore.
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Well, this is the first part.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Noonan! He sucks. He sucks at putting.
Your car, Mr. Kelso?
Thanks, kid.
Okay, hang on. I gotta make sure I got everything here. Did I get that? That clue should have came automatically. We got... Yes. We got the clues automatically there. We only have Elysian Fields. Pre-recording a way out at the weekend too. Nice. I'm gonna get that. I've got at least 2 friends that I think will play with me. I think they like me enough to play. So, it's just such a unique idea. Buy one game and you can play with your friend even if they didn't buy it. It's so 10 years ago. Well, more than that even, really. It's too bad Jack doesn't have any different outfits. It'd be kind of cool. Alright. What have we here?
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Some sand, some cement, and some aggregate. Apparently has multiple endings. Yeah, I'd heard that. It's got some decent replay value. And it's not a super long game either. Okay. Order of demolition. The City of Los Angeles, pursuant to section blah 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 of the California Building Code, hereby orders that any building work at the Normandy Avenue subdivision associated with the incident of 1/28/1947 be immediately demolished and all building material removed from the site. So, yeah, removing it all from the site. Now, give me just a sec here. Clearly forgot to remove notifications. Alright. Delays will not be tolerated.
The man with the grin.
Delays will be tolerated. Not. Alright.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso from California Fire
Yeah,
Life.
don't you know who I am?
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Oh, yeah, you got a beat on me.
Looks like you do.
Such a cheap shot. Before I can even get...
I came
What?
to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died.
What happened?
You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down to the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Yeah, thanks.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
Alright, man. Enjoy piss and blood. Alright, glad it does as I'm playing with 2 different people. Don't want the same ending twice. I feel like games have to have different endings nowadays.
You hear him?
If they're choice-based games, that is.
Big Joe Turner.
This house is so close. Yeah, because I mean that's a game that's based on choice and cooperation and all that, so it makes sense. All right, well this looks like fun. So they've already demoed it. Okay. We can already see that this is not for construction use. Oh, dang it. I lost my hat. Not for construction use. Not very bright. Oh, and here's a brick with some real crappy cement on it. Hate to leave so soon, but it's 2 a.m. My alarm's going off in 5 hours. No worries. Enjoy playing Far Cry tomorrow morning, or I guess this morning for you. If you make any pre-recorded videos, I will check them out. Man, come on, Jack. You're Jack Kelso. You can't be scared of ditches like that. It's somewhere over here. Pretty sure. Yeah, here we go.
Let's try to piece this together.
Let's try to piece this together. Oh, look at that. Keystone Films.
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Oh yeah,
You son of a bitch.
I messed up this one a few times. Come on. Come on, Jack.
Oh, shit.
I really wanted to just shoot him dead, but it's kind of hard.
Come on, Jack.
Go, Kelso. Ah! Alright, so last time I played this, I just shot him right here. I think I'm just going to see if I can escape and see what happens. Yeah, I shot him dead last time. That was a jerk move. I guess I didn't have to. Okay. Twitch is glitching. Come on, Jack. We're lazier than that. We want to drive. We want to drive to the game well. There we go. We don't walk any further than we have to. He still had his gun out. Oh, shoot. I should have shot somebody.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Get back to you. Yes, the guide was just telling me that I don't have to kill the bulldozer driver, which I knew, but I hadn't read that far ahead. Or which I now know, but I hadn't read that far ahead.
Hi, Mac. I work for
Hi,
California
Mac.
Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
Oh, man, I still didn't
No,
get my hat
not
back.
here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since 41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look
Nix.
around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No.
He's thirsty,
The only
or
guys
he's
who go in or
hungry,
out are
needs
some
coffee.
Delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working
Hey,
on a
Nikki.
housing
Hey,
development
Slappy.
over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Oh, I can hop it. I can tell you hate being called that. It's not my favorite name. Supposed to look over here. Around the building. Ah, here it is. I think. Over here? Yep. Inferior quality.
It's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
Not for structural use. Sad face. Okay. Here we go.
So this is where their lumber comes from?
To Elysian Fields development site. That's pretty cheap. Frank Osterman signed it. $288 for a house.
Gotta be something else around here.
That's pretty crazy.
Wonder what's left in the buildings.
Alright, don't run into everything, Jack. Don't be Cole. What? What was that? Oh, Native's back. It's a party again.
Let's see what the rich and powerful have to say for themselves.
Native was saying my stream was freezing earlier. Jack is a big dude.
Rio should be nearby.
I feel like he's pretty average size, isn't he? Like, he's the same size as Cole. Not saying that Cole is... I don't know, they don't really show him much together, so... Compared to Cole, anyway. I'm not sure, man. He runs the same. He has this, like, a notebook that's identical. Focus. Oh yeah. Might be my internet, it sucks. Is it still doing it? It's not showing any drop frames on my end right now. Or anything like that. Jack just looks bigger in my opinion. And he might be. We'll see him together pretty soon.
Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
Now shut up, Fontaine.
Name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree.
A bit, yeah, it's just on my side.
Rather well, basking in the reflection of the motion picture.
Far Cry 5 comes out tomorrow. It does.
And it's something that every sucker getting off a trailer
Sure does. You gonna get it? No, you said you pre-ordered it, so yeah. You gonna play it as soon as you get home?
So, how is your new development selling, Leland? Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public
God
housing.
damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism.
Tantamount to communism.
Goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
Will you be streaming Far Cry 5? I don't think so. At least not right away.
Developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money. The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all
Man,
investors.
like who would keep a video of this? GI money ends up in my pocket.
It still has to be ratified. Takes a long
Yeah,
time
I'm a
to
no
raise
life
$3
it tomorrow.
billion.
There you go.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic
I
leaders
wish I
and
could
businessmen
shut that
joined
thing up.
forces to
Shut
launch
that
the
baby up.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Can't.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Alright. Time to go talk to Mr. Courtesy.
Harlan
Courtesy Benson-y. Yeah, Christina. So the reason why I'm not gonna stream Far Cry 5 is I don't know. I've got some man. This shack is so hard to get into. All right. I've heard some things about the game, but also like sometimes the Far Cry games are just a little slow for streaming. Not that that's like a huge deal, because I mean I'm a pretty laid back streamer anyway.
Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
I don't know. Also, playing games for the first time on stream is just a little different. I don't know what to expect exactly.
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I might still, though. I don't know.
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman.
He avoided the question.
As soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Luke Buckwalter.
Yeah, sure you don't.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Yeah, so Christina, my next game I'm gonna play, I'm pretty confident I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Solus Project.
Lichtman, it's Jack
so we're gonna go the space route.
Yes.
See how it goes.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you
Space survival, kind of like
it doesn't look good. I need to see it.
Like No Man's Sky, but it seems a little more serious. Seems a little more serious than No Man's Sky, but I never actually played No Man's Sky, so.
Thanks.
Yo, Nick, aren't you like a big Far Cry fan though? I am. I do like Far Cry. I've played we were trying to decide which Far Cry games I'd played. I've played 3, 4, Primal, and I will play 5. I just don't know when I'm going to do it, is all. I've not played a single Far Cry game when it was brand new. Fun fact. So, seems interesting. I think so. I'm pretty excited to give it a shot. And it looks really pretty, too, from what I can tell. Stream Bloodborne or Elite Dangerous. So, I would consider streaming... Bloodborne's not available on Xbox, right? Or PC. And I did kind of look up Elite Dangerous, and that was the thing. So yeah, the super deep space pilot sim. So I've never been a huge fan of like spaceship piloting games. So that's just kind of, that one's probably off the radar for me. But I did look it up right after you talked about it. I would consider playing PS4 exclusive Bloodborne. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would consider playing like Dark Souls or something. I'd stream that. Man, that would get frustrating though. Whew. I played 4 before 3 actually, then Primal a little when it came out, the worst game in my opinion. Which yeah, I remember telling you, Slapshot, I like Primal more than I liked 4.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an
but
alleyway.
3 more than both of them.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed it.
Cole's a little jealous.
You've involved
Jack
him in
Kelso's a
something
lady
he has
stealer.
No idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Nom 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 nom. Meeting each other's faces. I liked Primal. So did I, Native Gamer. But my favorite weapon is also the bow. So, of all the Far Cry weapons. So, it's pretty much perfect for that. Do we have a site? We do. This is where Jack gets, well, he doesn't do the smartest thing I've ever seen. Why is everyone trying to get with Elsa? She ain't even good looking. She is, though, man. She is, and it's that German accent. Oh my, am I missing a bunch of context? Elsa and Cole. I thought Cole had a wife. Well, he did. No longer. So right at the end of the Vice case, or the Vice desk, Cole gets busted. Of course, he was already, you know, fooling around with Elsa. But he finally gets busted for it. So... I'm a bow boy in pretty much every game that has one. Yeah, there aren't many. There aren't really many games that have like bow and arrow. All right, this isn't creepy at all. Let's run into this house without so much as a flashlight. Although I think we do have a flashlight. But Kelso doesn't carry a gun anymore, or he does. He just decides not to bring it, I guess. Okay. I do actually like this part though, because
nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
Real good. I have debatable thoughts about the German accent. It's not really attractive. I see the language isn't, in my opinion, but the accents, no problem.
You lose something, Mac?
Man, everybody's Mac now.
Private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like this
good job, Jack.
has all dried up.
Get on with it.
Jack also might just be going for any lady because he, you know,
place to go?
he likes the challenge.
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Oh yeah, get wrecked.
A tough act's easy to play with.
Oh, get. Oh, Jack, what are you doing?
I'm about to break your goddamn jaw.
Oh.
Come on, he's dazed. Oh, get wrecked. Oh, see, it didn't give me a chance. I like when German is spoken with a sweet accent. Mexican accent, though, drooly face.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and in the trunk.
You guys know who I am? I'm Jack freaking Kelso. I ain't done yet. These dudes are real dumb too. They beat me up and they drove straight back to the development site. Dummies.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere.
Oh, I'm going somewhere.
The boys introduced themselves.
You better believe it. Best believe.
What do you want done with him, Mr.
Jack
Monroe?
is not done.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
I know a good place. Pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
See, don't they know that Cole is with her? And do they have any idea the amount of bodies that Cole leaves lying around? They just think they're gonna go in and just take care of Elsa. Okay, that would have hurt like a mother. I don't care how fast they were going.
Elsa.
Thanks for the car, man. Why when the arson death starts, everyone starts calling each other Max? I don't know. Not sure. No!
Watch it.
I see. I don't think that counts as damage from me.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
I don't believe. I don't know for sure though. See, the idea here is I gotta drive fast, but I also want to make sure that I'm not doing too much damage to my car or to city property, because then I can lose K-stars. And I need 5. I need 5 stars. Find her, Jack. Help me, Jackie Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Well, they pulled off my tail. No! And she lives so far away. She's so far. You know, one thing that is kind of interesting is that they were actually, the war was over, but they were still under war rations for gas at the time. So, I mean, all the driving you do, they don't really address that. Oh, come on. A little bit of a glitch here. Made me slow down, but it didn't trigger a cutscene. There we go. Mac is slang from the time period, but if you notice who is saying it, it's more thugs than used in casual combo. That it is. Come on, Jack. He's got to clean off his face, though, you know. Got to make sure he looks good.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
I think that might be one of the shorter cases in the game. Valorous. The truth is out on Elysian Fields despite Leland Monroe's best efforts to bury it. I just find it weird that it's never said once throughout the whole game until the arson death. Then everyone is saying it. I agree with you. I agree. Alright, this is our last rateable case together. Nicholson electroplating. This one's a bit longer. I think House of Sticks is probably the shortest mission. I don't have any actual proof to that. Yeah, Nick, ooh, better agree. Or what, man? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna, like, virtually beat me up? I hope not. I'm very fragile. I'm a sensitive guy.
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on.
Jack's okay.
One day virtual beatings might be worse than a physical one. Oh, good. Possible.
We go after
Hope
the other side
not.
of the equation. Jack has a lesion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's across the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side of the hill.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
My controller went crazy.
You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel.
Oh, if that was the H-bomb, Herschel, you'd be
I'm not
done
waiting for an
for.
invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
Here we go. Alright, sorry for the annoying siren. This one's a little dangerous though, because people are flying all over the place. Actually, the siren does nothing. Nobody cares because they're freaking out. No, I'm gonna steal your ravioli. Don't touch my ravioli, man. We'll have problems.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
We have looters. Shoot him! We don't know what just happened. We have looters. Oh, they want to... No, this dude wants to fight to them. Oh, he's just giving me a target. There we go. Yeah, it's more... Well... Sort of lame. I mean... It sucks that I don't know how to put it. The beginning of it is really cool. Like you think that like there's this huge explosion and you're like, okay, what the heck just happened?
I'd never seen nothing like this.
But it gets a little bit out there.
Same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people. We gotta find out what went down.
Hey, as we mentioned pretty recently, Ray Pinker, real dude, real life dude. That dude lived.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
He was in the LAPD forensics department.
Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
Looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion. But I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if
Now, what I'd like to know, I'm not quite sure, is if they modeled Ray Pinker like off of the real guy, or if it was just off the voice actor.
Then it's time for us to do our job.
They matched him. I don't know. He was real. The stream where you learn while you watch. That's the goal. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be able to teach you about everything I play. There's no way I could teach you guys about Divinity. Orcs and thongs, I don't know. I don't know what there is to teach about that. Alright. The mayor's over here. I'm gonna cut into his camera.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay.
A couple of hiccups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. You get better with practice.
What do we got here? A Bunsen burner?
Maybe. Some. No. What do you think?
Not real helpful. Bunsen burner in the middle of something that just caught on fire.
Very resolute.
This crime scene is crazy. There's just so many things just flown, laying around everywhere. Oh, look, a shoe. Did this cause the explosion?
This is going to help us.
You got something?
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Oh, you do have something over here.
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Looks to
me like some kind of machine component.
Some kind of
An
airplane
maybe.
part. Okay. That's one thing. Alright. Back. Wait, what? Oh, man. See, we don't want to see that. That's sad. What's this?
I don't think so.
We don't really know what it is.
I think I found something over here.
What'd you find? Oh, look at this, Biggs. You found a laundry tag. This is suspicious.
Looks like all that's left. Try the laundry tag.
I gotta admit, bit of a stretch. Alright.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
I have not seen it yet. Have you seen me over here yet?
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
With all honesty, if I just arrived at the crime scene, I would assume Cole is responsible for the destruction. Oh yeah? He is a pretty problematic guy sometimes. He just flashed himself.
Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
Great, Cole. Put it down. Oh, there you go. Now we can look at the next thing.
Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
It's like an earring, right? One of the very few things that Cole actually takes with him, instead of putting it right back.
Tomoko Akamoto.
Tomoko.
Japanese name.
Tomoko.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. They used them in OCS.
Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Alright. So we want...
First letter to the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Okay. Where's our... So H equals K. Alright. So now we need to do K... K... KSBO. KS. I should have went the other way. B O. We already know what this is going to spell out by now, but you know, we got to actually spell it out anyway. JLK. JLK. Q. XSB. XSB. Yeah.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Look at that. We are star detectives now. Drink your Ovaltine. I'm surprised I didn't spell that out. Alright. Alright, I think I got all the clues. I did. Sweet. That was like record time. Normally that takes me like 3 hours. I'm kidding. It not quite that long, but you know, it's a big crime scene. Alright, I need to go find the mayor. Excuse me, the mayor? Excuse me, mayor. Vote mayor for mayor. Hello? Oh, I have to go back towards my vehicle. I guess that wasn't the mayor anyway. This is the mayor.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
Oh no, it's Nicholson.
This is your place?
That was the mayor. I'm not interviewing the mayor.
32 years of work up in smoke.
Alright, Nicholson plant explosion.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our
Chief Chemist Harold McClellan was using this area to test the new process.
OMG, be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
That's classified information, son.
That's what I always think of when I see this mission and it's like, yeah, let's decode this. I'm like, oh, wish I had my decoder ring.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What
Ovaltine is legit. I need to buy a mix sometime.
A way to chemically polish aluminum.
Christina, have you seen A Christmas Story, the movie?
Done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Yeah, you got to polish that aluminum. Can't have it looking not polished. Although, you know, all these lives, it's worth it.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant.
No.
I recommend it.
I figured that was maybe more of like an American movie. But
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage.
If you get the opportunity,
for you or for a foreign government.
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she
I don't know how old. I'm trying to let me look up the year that movie was released. It's quite old now. But IMDb, where'd you go? Spy camera.
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
1983.
Could be other plating companies.
Is that right?
But the big customers for the process are the
that's right.
manufacturers.
So it's not like super old, but I mean, it's not a brand new movie by any means.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few
What's the
months
premise?
ago
So
with the idea for
it's a
the
Christmas
process.
movie, and
So no one has ever done this
basically what it is
No, but it's legitimate
the boy. It's a Christmas Story. The boy in the movie is named Ralphie, and he really wants a Red Ryder BB gun, and he keeps getting told that he'll shoot his eye out. But that's one of the like main parts of the movie, but that's not all it's about.
McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he is a
Here in the U.S., they actually play it. They play it on a 24-hour loop on one of maybe 2 channels, something like that, for the entire day of Christmas. So from midnight to 11:59 p.m.
You blew up 6 blocks.
Oh,
God knows how many people are dead.
You blew up 6 blocks.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
Yeah, every year they play it for 24 hours a day on Christmas Day, and I make sure to watch it at least once. At least once. Not all the way through, but I watch it in parts. Like I'll try to catch, like I travel. Like my parents have been split since I was real young, so like I go to a bunch of different like family events. Being married too, we go to my wife's family, so. We have a bunch of different stops to make, and so I try to like pick up just a little bit here at every stop. So, Scott Farkas, can't forget about that dude. All the bullies. All right, I think we're done here. We're done here. We would like to where you do does not matter. So I'm going to go to Akamoto's address because that way I can make my partner drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
Oh, great. Dummies.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could.
Oh! Whew.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Jeez, Biggs. Where to now, Cole? Always. Always. At least, I will say, at least there were 2 spots in my notebook. It wasn't just like, alright, where are we headed? Well, how about the only effing place we know where to go? Pardon my French. Spooky.
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Well, we're about to find out. Actually, I'm gonna go grab this game well first. Oh, I forgot to, we didn't change our outfit. Oh, well. There we go. Now we got our stupid hat on. Right, Slapshot?
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort.
You just going to finish the
Stamped on
story
inside.
tonight, or no?
P&W
I'm gonna do.
Wasp Major R43.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this mission and then the last mission because I'm missing a newspaper.
When you check in for messages.
So.
Anything else?
Yup, that's the plan.
For Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
You've been a big help, young lady. Alright. Up these creepy stairs. That's affirmative. Uh-oh. The door done open. Alright. Oh, man. That's gross.
Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Urgel.
Correct, Cole, correct.
Somebody turned the place over. You better watch your step.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
Man, he's good and frosted over, too.
On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
See, his nails are intact.
As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
He did not put up a fight.
Could be a class ring.
Class ring. It's not a decoder ring, though. Alright, I think that's it from this homie. Oh, there's a phone up here. I didn't even need to go all the way over there. Retired.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
So you put that one back down. Actually, quite a bit of heat coming into this room here. Alright. One more thing. It seems. They give you at least some glowing things in this one.
Looks like we have a match.
See, like, how did Cole know to do that?
Dame this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Broad must have amazing eyesight.
kind of a cool idea.
Biggs, Edge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the coroner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Yeah. Speaking of, I need to use that phone, I believe. Maybe not. Alright. 2 Superior Laundry.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Where are we headed? Man. I thought he was about to get hit by a car. Now, I don't know if I run over my partner, he dies and the case gets failed. I don't know if somebody else runs over him, what happens. Not quite sure. I can imagine it probably still fails, but I don't rightly know. Man, I gotta say, I'm loving this mic arm. That's all I got. That's all I got set up of the new stuff I got so far. My green screen also came today. My lighting is on the way. I think that'll be here tomorrow.
What do you need?
But it's nice having like a clear desk, and it's actually, I think my audio is slightly better now.
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Oh man, how animated he is. And he did say, he did call me Mac once again.
J2620, Cole.
2620. Come on, there we go.
Who is Hangstrom?
Oscar.
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end.
Dead end. Given up just like that.
Thank you for all your help, sir.
That's how we got to the top, Cole. Oh, wait. Oh, no, come on. There we go. There's a phone just randomly here, so I should use it.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Why did anybody use a payphone with all these free phones sitting around?
47 messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your
Pinker
part.
doesn't want to see me.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
Man, I feel like Cole should have known
So
that.
it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
You're on it.
The Spruce Goose.
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, detective.
Even the Asian guy called you Mac. He's probably the most animated voice actor in the game too. Are you crazy? That's pretty funny. I got work to do.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go?
Was that all?
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives.
I used to be in the military. That's my business.
We're
That wouldn't
investigating the
fly.
explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen?
Ah, there's the dick butt himself.
Hey, Biggs.
You're not still with the LAPD.
Right, so.
Mapes, that's right. Vernon
Can you help
Mapes.
us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. We found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
He's got a lot nicer car.
Who is Mapes? And what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work advance. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
He still is a role model for creeps like Earl.
Follow me.
Good day, miss.
Good day. I said good day.
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she? Oh.
It's massive.
Jesus Christ, Biggs. You want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
All right.
You know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
Wonder who the voice actor is. He looks very familiar.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
I don't get your meaning, Mapes. What are you saying?
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
Doubt that.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm gonna use this.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes.
Thanks for your help, he says, after he lies on all three questions I ask him.
Want to take a look inside?
Do I want to go inside the Spruce Goose? Are you kidding me? I'd love to. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this, like, space for activities. Alright, there's a pin board. There we go.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes.
Cardinals 100.
76 degrees, 0 minutes.
Glad to see someone playing this game. Yeah, this is a great game. This is actually my last night playing it. We're actually wrapping it up. Doing the perfect playthrough where Cole never misses an interview question. There you go. Sit down there.
76 degrees west.
Was it 24:15?
Degrees,
Okay, 2415 and 76. That'd be the other way.
West. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
A long way. Ooh, it kind of hung up there for a second.
Let's see where this is exactly. Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
All right. Great, great. I guess that's it for the aircraft. Wait, where'd you come from? Oh, come on, Cole. Jeez. Linseed oil.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Takes a tremendous amount to polish aluminum normally. Alright, we need Mapes' office. This is another really large place here. I think?
Looks like Mapes' office.
No, that's the exit.
Let's go see what he's hiding.
Far corner. Is that this corner or the opposite corner? I'm guessing it's the opposite corner. I always forget. Locked. And locked. Okay. Do I just ask Mapes to take me here?
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
Man, it seemed like Cole knew what he was doing then.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Alright, that's great and dandy. Mapes' office is up there, isn't it? It sure is. Alright. Now, who might this be?
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
The Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
That's a heck of a nickname.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Something 2nd Street.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Alright. I'm sure Pinker's got something good. Alright, see you, Mapes. Mind if we borrow your car?
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy for it.
Well, he's got the right guy. I'm Cole's stupping the German broad. But you know what? Cole didn't appreciate it, so he's taking Mapes' car. we are going to head to the Wilshire Police Station first.
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. This would never fall good to Hughes. Who had a middle.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that turnaround.
Someone like Mapes.
Alright. Because once again, I'm not going to drive because I don't want to damage anything.
You can drive.
We'll let our partner drive the torpedo. Alright. Okay. Ooh, there's a very easily missed clue in the next part. It's probably what it's probably why I sucked at this mission before.
Mouthpiece for strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants.
Alright. Gotta go find Ray downstairs.
Drunk, I'll bet. Or doped up.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Thanks, Ray. Alright. Do I talk to him?
Where do you
there
stand?
We go.
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
We gotta check out that watch.
Bringing the watch are a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Thanks, Ray. Alright, come on.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop.
He's got the tie bar on here.
I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
What'd you do, Mapes?
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
There's just the recipe for the bath. Chemical bath.
Is this McClellan?
West.
Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
West. So we know it's west. $39.41.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment?
Sure.
Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
Man, Pinker's such a turd. Perchloric acid, linseed oil, acetic, and hydride.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumpy from that bang this morning.
You guys knock it off.
Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
Mel just sat there and watched. He didn't say anything. He didn't prepare me.
Nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid,
Didn't
it's very
care.
unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Ray, ooh. This was the clue I might have missed last time. It's the microfilm.
McClellan's patent application. So we have McClellan raising a patent and selling to Hughes, and Akamoto copying the details for Lockheed. Where does that leave Nicholson?
With a great big hole in the ground.
There we go. I probably missed that last time. Okay, so we got our hat. We changed our underwear real quick after Pinker scared us, and we're on our way to that house in the photograph.
He's loaded.
Well, you don't see that every day.
God damn! Extra, read all about it.
House in photograph. I went out the wrong door though. Is our torpedo still out here? Well, Mapes' torpedo? It is. Does it have 3 headlights? That's pretty strange.
You know the way. You can drive.
3 headlights. Alright, so we're on our way to the house in the photograph, and we're actually pretty close to being done with this one already. Alright.
Stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
All around the floor. So that's a good sign.
Hangstrom was flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up.
So we already suspect Mapes. We're not doing anything about it. Oscar Hangstrom's passport.
Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Boom.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole! Get out of here!
Oh, come on. Get stuck on everything, I swear. Alright, Mapes.
There you are, shitheel. Come on.
He gets his car back. Alright, hang on. This says something in this guide here. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay. All right. Gotta try to chase this dude down on the first try. I might already have that achievement. I don't remember, but I'm gonna do my best. How is Cole not on fire? Good question. He stood right in the fire for like 5 seconds. Fully flaming, raging fire.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Don't. They're looking back at me and they're running out in front of my car. I don't understand. What do I even have the siren on for? What do I even have it on for? I just turn it off. This dude's like, alright, let me head back to... Let me just head back to the hangar. Oh, nice.
Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mace. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker.
Get wrecked, literally.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Can't catch up. His car's way faster.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. I'm a little exposed here, partner.
I'm a little exposed. Sounds like a personal problem. I remember Roy saying the exact same thing. Which thing was that? Slapshot? I'm pretty sure I already got that achievement. I guess we'll find out. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So that was basically chase him the entire way to the warehouse on the first attempt.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight.
There's another achievement that says you have to kill the drivers of 2 of the 4 incoming MP cars before they can exit their vehicles. I didn't get that one. He shot my head off. So I shot his face off. Did that count? No, didn't count.
Time to move up.
Not getting that achievement. Just can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Ooh, this is not good. Not in a good spot here.
Stay in cover.
Got him, nice. I didn't know if, I thought it might have like an invisible wall there on it. Alright, I think. Wait, who's coming? Where's that siren coming from? Alright, just so this douche doesn't try to get away. I guess that's not gonna work. What did he get out of his trunk? Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's the engine, not the. I must have smashed his back end here. What's the best thing in the world? You tell me.
Stay in cover.
Cold scream. Ah! It is pretty good. His scream is pretty funny. Come on, get off the cover. Jeez. If you're moving even slightly when you tell Cole to get off cover, he doesn't get off cover. That's why I always mess up. Is that... Oh yeah, there we go. We're just gonna blow people up as much as possible. Should have put on the Hawkeye outfit, just so I could be a little bit more bold. How is that dude still alive?
It's worse than a war zone.
I think that's Mapes up there. I'm gonna try to kill him from here. I think I got him.
Stay down.
Now I'm about to die by somebody else. I don't know how that dude didn't die.
I'm covering you.
I like it when Cole reloads and then he puts the gun back up. At the end of a fight.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission.
He's saying glad he's dead.
I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps. But between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Well, if you don't count the Black Dahlia murder. McClellan and Okamoto might never be heard from again, but neither will Vernon Mapes because he's dead. Alright, so I just got my complete all story cases with 5-star rating achievement. So last thing I gotta do is find that dang newspaper that I missed. Right here, different kind of war. I think it's this. It should be the second newspaper. Which it, I believe is. So you got one at Fontaine's, and then another one. The other one is right off the bat.
It's got to be one of these places.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. It must have worked at one of these joints.
Alright, we are gonna, yeah, it's rapid exterminators. Man, you can see, look at that, you can see Jack's blood dripping right behind the notebook there. That's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Alright, so yeah, rapid exterminators.
Capitol Records presents Marcia Tilton.
Maybe this is the one I missed. I don't know. It showed the first newspaper icon, but not the second one. I'm not sure. It's probably this one. I'll still play the rest of the mission if you guys want. Even if I did miss, even if this is the one that I missed. Ugh, can't talk.
Help you? How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big
the other
cowboy who
guys.
works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think he knows that now.
Well, you don't see that every day.
I don't know, it's just so obvious. So, but I thought, based on what the other one location says, it seems like that one's obvious too.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh!
Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Oh.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead.
Man, if he actually pulled the trigger.
Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'm looking for you.
Yes, sir.
No, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
So he is pretty much the most fired up that he has been. And Biggs is like, you know what? I like you, kid. Oh, that was the last newspaper. I knew that one didn't seem very familiar. I've seen that one at some point, but not recently. Well, you know, with it already being almost 10:30, that might just be a good idea to go ahead and call it a night. I think that's what I'll do. I'm getting sleepy. I did not sleep well last night. What's on Jack's tie? I don't remember what's on Jack's tie. Can I see it? I guess not. Wait, maybe if I do this. Gotta check out Jack's tie real quick, hopefully. I can't really tell what it is. I'm not sure. It's kind of cool, whatever it is. But not restart. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me. My dog is itchy. She's scratching behind me over there. I'm getting pretty sleepy. And we got all 5 stars now, so that's pretty awesome. So, alright, I'm out of here. I'll be back at it on, what's today, Monday? I'll be back at it on Wednesday. So, take it easy until then. See ya.